This is the absolute best, without a shadow of a doubt, right home to mom and dad, stop everything you're doing, 110% crazy simple workbench you can build for right around $100. Alright guys, you might not agree with that opening statement, but I do. Hi friends, I'm Jimmy with One Road, and in today's video, we're not going to be working on my 95 Suburban, or my 03 Suburban, or my 05 Envoy. We're going to be working on something that I've desperately needed for a long time now. Feast your eyes on this baby. I call it Bunk Bench. So named because it looks, well, like a bunk bed, but it's a workbench. Let's get into the build. The first thing you might notice here are the metal brackets on the corners. These are called Simpson Strong-Ties and can be found in your more professional construction area of Home Depot, kind of over by the plywood and the drywall. At my store, they were way over in the corner towards the front of the store. There's lots of different options with these Strong-Ties. I even built a desk with some 90-degree braces, 4x4s, and a door blank. Turned out awesome, and I use it every day. Anyways, let's focus on these. You can get them for either a 4x4 or a 2x4. But in this case, we're grabbing the 2x4 version. Cost on these babies is just about $5 each. Other than the Simpson Strong-Ties, we're gonna need one 4x8 sheet of plywood. I chose a 3/4 inch very smooth grade, but you can choose what you'd like. Just remember, this is gonna be your top and your shelf. And for my size bench, which is 5 feet wide by 2 feet deep by 46 inches tall, you're gonna wanna grab 7 8-foot 2x4s. You could really build it with 6, but you might just want to grab an extra one just in case, and in my case, I actually needed it. As for screws, you'll need a box of the Simpson Strong-Tie screws. They come 100 per box and cost about $10. You'll also need some kind of roughly 2-inch wood screw. This is to fasten the plywood top and the shelf. And I used these because, well, I had them on hand. And that's about it for materials. But while you're at Home Depot, you're gonna want them to cut down your sheet of plywood. First, have them cut it down to 5 feet long. So they'll cut 3 feet off of the end, and we'll go ahead and save that for another project. Then have them take that 5-foot piece and cut that in half. This will leave you with 2 pieces of 5 foot by 2 foot. Back in the garage, we'll start by taking the 2x4s and cutting them down to length. You're obviously going to need some kind of saw for this. I would recommend a chop saw like my DeWalt, but if you're really good, you could probably get away with doing it by hand. The length of the 4 legs will be determined by how tall you want your bench to be. I wanted a standing bench that came up to about belly button height, and in my case, that's roughly 45 inches. Adding that 3/4 inch plywood top, the overall height of the bench will be 45 3/4 inches tall. Yours will vary. I cut 4 legs out of 2 2x4s, each leg being 45 inches long. Next, we will move on to the horizontal top and shelf supports. My plywood tops were cut to 60 inches long and 24 inches deep. For the longer pieces, we'll take that 60 inches and subtract 3 inches for the actual 1.5 inches thickness of the 2x4s. The resulting number is 57 inches. So we'll cut 4 of those. For those shorter side pieces, we'll take that 24-inch number and subtract 7 inches for the actual 3.5 inch width of the 2x4s, and we come up with 17 inches. So we'll cut another 4 pieces at 17 inches long. We are now ready to start screwing everything together, and we're gonna work as if this bench is upside down. I set my top on an aluminum platform, but you can do this on the ground as well. Now, just start mocking everything together. And you might wanna throw a few screws in here and there just to make sure it doesn't start falling over. Some clamps here would be helpful. Once it's all mocked up and you're happy with the fit, you can start screwing everything together. Again, just make sure that you have the legs you're not working on either removed or secured, because they will start falling over with the vibration from your screw gun. All right, keep rocking and rolling until you've got all those screws in the Simpson Strong-Ties. Once that's done, you can test fit your new bench into its space to make sure it all fits. If you're satisfied, take your bench back over to your build spot and continue. Now work on securing your second set of Simpson Strong-Ties. These are going to be for the shelf, so place them however high you want your shelf to be. Keep in mind though, the 3.5-inch height of the 2x4 supports. I wanted my shelf to be high enough to slide this aluminum platform under, so the bottom of the 2x4 sits about 20 5/8 inches high. We now have every hole of our Simpson Strong-Ties filled with our Simpson screws. And out of that 100 we started with, we are now left with 5. Perfect. Let's screw on the top. To find the center of the 2x4s, we only need to remember that they are 1.5 inches thick, and therefore you need to mark a line 3/4 of an inch in from the edge. This will give you center. Put in as many screws as you'd like. I chose about every 12 inches on the long sides and every 6 on the short. I also put 2 screws 2 inches in on each corner. I did pre-drill for each of the screws, but that's just preference. For the piece of plywood that is our shelf, all we have to do is cut the spaces for the legs. Just remember the orientation and the actual 3.5-inch by 1.5-inch dimensions. I recommend using a jigsaw for this, but you can probably get away with using a handsaw. After all 4 corners are cut, with a little wiggling, that shelf should just drop right in. Now just use that same method to secure it. Place your screws however often you want, and guess what? We're done. All right, go ahead and slide your bunk bench into position and revel in the beauty of your handiwork. Personally, I couldn't be happier with the outcome. This is exactly what I wanted. A simple workbench that didn't break the bank and was really easy to put together. And by using these Simpson Strong-Ties, it even looks really cool. Couple things to note here. You can make your bench actually a lot longer if you want. You could make it a full 8 feet wide if you wanted. In my case, 5 feet was all I needed. And so that's the way the cookie crumbled. Some of you might be wondering why I didn't put any more braces underneath the plywood. Well, for me, it's plenty strong given the dimensions and the 3/4-inch plywood top. Well guys, if you enjoyed this build, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me, subscribe to the channel, and please comment below. You can also check the description below where I'll have links to everything I used, and you can find me on Instagram at One Road Garage and also my website, oneroadgarage.com. Again guys, I am Jimmy, this channel is One Road, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.